talking about, if you go to magistrate and an offense is more than the 3 years the magistrate, then they take the case to high court.
No, please. Look at the way it works here. It is the Ministry of Justice who is responsible to giving justice, who understand the implication of your action. That's why we call their advice legal advices, the DPP. DPP have accessed the offense committed by the nurse. And I've seen that DPP is the one going to nail you before a judge. So according to DPP wish that you don't. DPP is there to convince the judge that you warrant to serve 2 years imprisonment. Judge own is either to uphold the argument of the prosecutor or upheld the argument of the defendant. Sure, you get my point?
Wait, Paparino, wait now. A murder case here, it starts from magistrate court.
No. Murder case can never start in any magistrate court. No,
Paparino,
never.
Hold on. It starts from
Can you Google it? Okay, just Google it, please.
We don't need to Google it, Paparino. We know how the system works. You have been there.
Just wait, Lagata, please, wait. I'm coming to you. Some things you need to find out. Jagomolo,
let me bring my other phone.
Quickly read for me. Can a murder case start in a magistrate court in the UK? Please do that for me before we continue. I don't like a head because this head will bring too much argument. Let's first confirm, then we can argue later.
It's not argument, Papa.
Don't worry, just wait. Don't worry. Let's not take any confirm. Lagata, relax, please. Don't cause issues. Wait, let's confirm, and then you tell us what you know. It's not about being the system. You're not a lawyer. Being in a country doesn't mean knowing about all the legal institutions and how it works. I mean, no problem. We'll confirm now, it will shock you. Let's see what you find there.
I will bet.
So, according to you, before he comes, can a murder case start in a magistrate court in the UK?
100%.
Okay, let him come. Let him come back.
All right, I'm here now. So the question is, can a murder case start in magistrate court in UK? That's the question, right?
Mm-hmm. Can a magistrate court treat a murder case in the UK? That's better.
They can't treat it. They're going to send it to Crown Court.
They will send it to Crown Court.
That's what I'm saying now.
No, you're getting it wrong.
But it will start from magistrate. You say
it will start from magistrate. Then
read for me what you have. Read from what you have.
Okay, so from the question I asked, can a murder case start in magistrate court in UK? He said no. A murder case cannot start and remain in magistrate court in the UK.
No, please. Can it start? Is the argument is the best. Can it start even?
Okay, you know what I'm going to let me just Google where does a murder case start?
Thank you very much. Hold on. You're talking. It has to be in a jurisdiction which can treat it. How can you take murder case to a magistrate court? Doesn't make sense. And name for me any murder case you've treated before in the magistrate court.
Okay.
Who took it there? Right. Which DPP took murder case to the magistrate court?
Are you asking me the question?
No, I want to know which DPP took murder case to the magistrate court. Is that DPP not qualified?
Let me answer for you. So the question now is, what court starts a murder case?
7 o'clock.
Is that question okay? Right?
No. What court? That's what court treats a murder case.
See, now let me repeat. In the UK, all criminal cases, including
No, please wait. No, please wait.
Let me repeat.
No, please wait. Please wait. Criminal cases can be as lying, stealing. Let's focus on murder case alone, please.
Hold on. He said including murder cases, including.
No. Can you please specify? Let's make it murder alone. Don't make it all criminal cases because that proposition. Let's make it murder case alone. Murder case alone. And maybe start for me one case that has taken place in the magistrate court before. Taking murder case that warrant life imprisonment to magistrate court to do what?
Let me now tell you how it works before he comes back here. Let me tell you, when a police arrests somebody and they see any little thing that can link you to what they're arresting for, they put you under caution, under police caution, yeah? You've been arrested, take you to the police station. From the police station, during the work hour, they will take you straight to the magistrate court the next day to table the case. And when the case is being tabled into magistrate court, they will not ask you in the magistrate court that this thing, are you guilty or not guilty? If you say you're not guilty, or if you say you are guilty, they will not take your case.
Hold on, I'm back. A murder case in England and Wales typically starts in the magistrate court.
110%.
However, because murder is a serious offense, the magistrate will then send the case to the Crown Court for trial. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, Paparino, UK, look, because you are just saying.
That's what I'm telling you, that the same thing is going to happen in.
No, but it doesn't work like that in Nigeria. No, let's do that. Let's do that for Nigeria. It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. Let's do that.
Let me read what I have then. I have something a bit different here.
Okay.
It says in the UK, murder cases are primarily handled in the Crown Court. These cases are typically heard by a judge and a jury. Okay. If the case is deemed too serious for the magistrate court, it is transferred to the Crown Court. That's what's written here. So I think, which means for me, what I understand here is that there are some murder cases that are not too serious. Maybe the way the person
maybe negligent, like negligence.
Yes, exactly. Maybe the way the person was murdered. Yes, that's what it is.
Lady Shan.
Thank you very much. And that comes back to our point.
Paparino, when you start in magistrate here, all they want to hear is how you plead. They want to hear how you plead.
You plead now.
You just plead. That is what they take it straight to Crown Court.
Crown Court.
It's just a plea. It's just a plea. And the same thing is going to happen in Nigeria.
You know what? Can I Google what a serious crime is?
It's not.
A serious crime is any crime that can land you more than 3 years in prison.
The reason I'm saying this is because the magistrate court would always pass more serious crimes to the Crown Court. So what is the meaning of that? Serious crime. The definition of that.
Murder is an example of serious crime.
The meaning of that is that, even as a suspect, it doesn't even have to be a murderer. As a suspect to any crime that is above certain yearly sentence, you have to go first. First court, you go from the police station. If you are a good boy or a good person doing your record, they will give you bail to return, and you have to go straight to the magistrate court. But if you are known to the police, and they will take you from the station on a Monday morning or Tuesday, whenever you've been arrested, straight to the magistrate court, and your case will be listed in that magistrate court.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Like, who make charges and who take people to court in the UK?
The police. And they are called.
You don't have the Ministry of Justice. Right?
Prosecutors.
We have police prosecutors. We have Ministry of Justice.
We don't have Ministry of Justice here. They will give you
CPS. We use CPS.
CPS. Your CPS.
We use CPS. Yeah. We use CPS.
They are the Ministry of Justice, right?
No,
they're like your DPP. They're like your DPP.
It's like your DPP.
Okay, they have to be under a ministry, under a department. Is that police department?
Police.
Police department. Yeah. Police department. Yeah.
They are still police now. They are part of the
Kent police. Essex police or London Metropolitan. It depends.
Can I read something?
Yes. Read what you have.
Read something. I've just
Google what you Google about the UK and Nigeria. It's different from Nigeria and US.
Okay, let me check Nigeria. Okay, hold on.
It's different, okay? Google it. Go on, Chantal.
What I've Googled is which determines a serious crimes which cannot be handled by a magistrate court. That's what I Googled, yeah? It says serious crimes that cannot be handled by the magistrate courts are those classified as indictable only offenses and are heard in the Crown Court. These offenses typically involve great crimes like murder, rape, and robbery, where the potential punishment or complex nature of the cases require the more formal process of the Crown Court. So,
Shanta, I don't think the question
the same thing I read. Let me read about it.
Can you please read it, please? Read about Nigeria.
It says, in Nigeria, murder cases typically start in the magistrate courts. This is where the initial appearance.
What are you reading?
Hold on. You said I should.
Can you please name me one murder case that has started in the magistrate court?
Let me read this is the question I asked Google. Just hold on. I said, which court will murder case start in Nigeria? Right? And he says,
but I'm seeing a different thing here.
And he says in Nigeria, murder cases typically start in the magistrate court. This is where the initial appearance of the accused takes place, and the court decides whether bail should be granted. After the magistrate court proceedings, more serious cases, including murder, are then transferred to the High Court for trial. It starts from magistrate.
Can I call a lawyer? Can we call a friend?
There is no even need to call lawyer. I think when Paparino keeps saying magistrate, I'm just like, it starts from magistrate.
If the person is there, bring the person. The person is there.
The sniper. Look, we live in this country, right?
Yeah.
And we must have been into one or two friends, been to court with friends or whatnot.
Let me put this question to the house. Let's say a DPP, takes some persons like the nurse, okay, on the case of negligence, takes them to a magistrate court, and the magistrate court then convicts them, let me say, and sentence them to 2 years imprisonment. Then what happens? Does DPP have to take them, or will the case be referred to a higher court?
Paparino, my understanding, every case here, it has a year of sentence. Say, for example, now in UK now, if you commit fraud, right, it depends on the amount. Some is 2 years, and your case. Once you go to magistrate and you plead guilty, it ends
to go to crown court
because the offense is just for 2 years. It ends there. But when you now say you're not guilty, then they take it up. Do you understand?
And when they take it up, Paparino.
Okay, let me ask a question.
Hold on. When they take it up, when you now go to Crown Court, they will now ask you again. They will introduce the case to the Crown Court, and they will ask you, are you guilty or not guilty? And if they say you're not guilty, they will now set up a three ways trials.
Okay, now, before we come to that, let me ask this question. If you are a DPP or you're a prosecutor, okay, and you know that one particular court, magistrate court, cannot sentence a person more than 5 years imprisonment, cannot. And another court called higher court can sentence a person more than 5 years imprisonment, 10 years, 20 years, life imprisonment, even death penalty.
Yeah.
And you have before you an offense of somebody who murdered another person.
Yeah.
You will start from magistrate.
Which court will you take it to?
Magistrate first.
Hold on.
Magistrate first. You're not going to magistrate first. You're not going to jump.
So magistrate will not be the one to take it to refer to higher court.
The job of the magistrate.
Paparino, it's called process. There are process that you need to go through. It will go through the magistrate.
Okay, can I ask a question? Why is that the case of the case of Bamishe and the case of what is his name? Adegoke? Why did it start from magistrate court?
Now, Paparino, let's look into that. I don't really know much about that case. So that's
what I'm telling you, that their jurisdiction. Those cases went straight to the high court.
Paparino, typically,
it was not viewed as a small case.
Yeah, typically the magistrate court, the culprit can be charged to the magistrate court for the purpose of reminding, and then referred to the high court. So why magistrate court is not meant to try any murder case in Nigeria is the state high court. The high court is the one that tries murder case. But for purpose of reminding the culprits, they can be charged to the magistrate court immediately so that they can remind them at the station or whatever they want to put, wherever they want to put them. And then the process continues to the high court. But it can never be tried in the magistrate court.
No. But they can start from there, insider.
But insider, the question now that Paparino is asking is, because I think Paparino has been saying this and I don't want to jump into it because I don't like argument, you understand? So he is saying now that why didn't that, is it Bamishe mentioned now? Why didn't that case start from the magistrate? Why did they go to Echo? That's the question. But he might have missed a process. That's what I'm saying. He should go into that. He should go into that case deeply. He might have missed a process. Do you understand?
The sniper, even that Bamishe's case,
you can't just take a case to the high court direct. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Magistrate will remind you, then give the time for the DPP to advise.
Yeah, I want him to come back.
When the DPP advise, if you have case to answer, they will take the case to any high court, maybe high court 1, high court 2, high court 3. Then they will serve you a notice.
And that's what happened in the case of Bambi.
Out for hearing.
For this case, DPP had advised already now.
So if DPP have advised, then if it is no case, then the person will have a no case to answer. If you have a case, then they will tell them the court that they have to present the accused or the complainant.
A magistrate court does not have jurisdiction. The magistrate court in Nigeria do not have jurisdiction to try murder case. They can only remand and they refer.
No, they don't have the power.
They don't have the jurisdiction.
They don't have the power.
Yes.
Simple, but I know the practice. The difference between our system in UK and Nigeria is just the fact that Nigerians don't use jury. You get what I mean? They don't use jury. That's just the difference.
For the if the trial,
That's why you see some people that will be in the prison for 3 years, 4 years without trial, but they will be going to magistrate court.
yeah,
For
just to remind.
for adjournment, but they will not be tried.
The sniper.
Yeah, bro.
Are we now agreeing on the fact that any criminal case will always start from the magistrate court before it gets to the high court?
Yes, for me, like I said, it starts from the magistrate.
You cannot just take criminals directly to the high court. You have to quickly remand them somewhere. So you take them to magistrate court for remanding purposes.
It needs to come out.
So it is the magistrate court that will remind them. The state high court is just too busy. It can't be reminding people. So it is the magistrate court that will do the needful and then pass it on to the high court. But for remanding purposes, yeah.
Are you in Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm in Nigeria.
Okay, well, there you go there, Paparino. So, obviously, I don't know why case will go straight to the high court or whatnot. There have to be a directive. And it's processed, so
the high court is too busy to be reminding people. And where the police normally do is to quickly take the culprits quickly to the magistrate court and get those papers to remand them. And once they are remanded in the system, their files are sent to the high court and then the process continue. If the magistrate court do not have jurisdiction over the case. But if they have jurisdiction over the case, like it is in the case of this lady now, the nurse and the spending, because the charges that was put forward is a lesser charge. So the high court has no business even treating it. So it is the magistrate court that will treat it. Just negligence and recklessness. So and that is what they put before them. So but if it is manslaughter or whatever I heard, they will have no jurisdiction to handle that. And
let me ask you a quick question now. The negligence here, how do you view it? Do you see it as a criminal case or civil?
It's a criminal case now.
Even that charge is the wrong charge.
Criminal
supposed to charge them on that case.
Now,
that charge is the wrong charge.
It's a criminal case.
If it's a criminal case, what do you think the sentence could be? Like we always have idea in UK, like when you do certain things, you get like maybe 5 years. But in Nigeria,
in the magistrate court, since the case is in a magistrate court,
forget magistrate now. No, forget magistrate now. Negligence as a criminal. If you're looking at a criminal case as being you're negligent of something, right? You killed somebody.
It's 5 years.
So it's 5 years.
5 years.
And your magistrate in Nigeria, they have power.
Depending on the circumstances.
Okay, wait. We've got 5 years now.
They have the power.
In Nigeria,
5 years.
they have power
5 years.
to sentence
They have the
somebody.
Yes, they have the power. They have the power.
So in Nigeria, they can sentence up to 5 years in Nigeria, magistrate.
Yes.
Up to 7 years. 7 years.
But here
Yes.
in UK, it's not up to 5 years, though. They don't have that power.
They have the power here.
Okay. Then Paparino might be right then, because I know here once it's over 2 years, they can't.
It's just you see the DPP and Lagos State government, they are playing a chess and it is so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do not pay attention to it, you will not know what they are doing.
Yeah.
You will not know what they are doing. It's so technical. What they quickly did in the case of the nurse is to quickly preempt what the corona
Insider.
Yeah.
And this is the reason part I'm supporting Yomi, because he was thinking ahead of them that is the game they are playing. And even in December last year, they've already given us this thing they're bringing out now, if you remember.
Oh, definitely. It was just what they were working towards to achieve.
Yeah. So that is why Yomi was saying Corona Inquest, and that is the part of the reason why they're delaying, they're using the
right now.
Right?
The nurse is that,
you said something now, Insider. You said the police are smart or the government are smart, right? And they were able to do that. But if we normal people are able to clock them, right? Would you then say they are smart? Would you say, okay, these people are able to outplay us because they have the power? Because if we have the same power as them, they cannot outsmart us because we are clocking all of these things they are doing. But the advantage they have is they are the one in charge. You get me?
They have absolute power. They have absolute power. Once it is criminal case, the government, the DPP, the police, they have absolute power. In fact, the need for lawyer for Mohbad is just laughable. You can't get lawyer for Mohbad and be involved in the case. Or the need for Mohbad to have a lawyer, we stop at the Corona Inquest, and the Corona Inquest is rounding up. So where will the lawyer represent? Where will the lawyer go to get if he has to go and join the DPP and the police at the trial court? No, the government will not issue that, and so it is dead on arrival. Once you have a lawyer for Mohbad, the lawyer for Mohbad is only to put pressure and apply all those needed insights for public to know what is going on. But for them to participate in the retrial, they are not going. Even Sanshitu cannot participate in the retrial. All his work will end there after the corona, unless if he's granted a fiat, which I believe this particular government and the DPP will never issue anything for anybody. And because their case is already they've had their first sitting in the North State, so the thing is going on. While we are in the corona court, the trial is already on at the magistrate court for the nurse, and so in their own direction, it is the nurse that fight Mohbad, and so they have gotten their culprits already, and they want to do the legal get that sentence. With that, believe me, according to the government, justice will be served. According to them, justice will be served. But in the conscience of the public and the people, we know that is not the justice. So, but as far as the government is concerned, that is what they can do. And I've been pondering on how can we now pull this up after the nurse and the spending will have been convicted, or whichever case it is. How can the public now help again? Because they will have closed up that case and they moved on until maybe we have another couple of people in government who can help. Because as it is right now, believe me, it's not undusted. It's not the government. The nurse is the culprit, and she will be sentenced or even slapped with a lesser charge, which we have seen already, reckless and negligent.
Could it be that is the reason why the nurse has been kept silent for a very long time for all this negotiation?
It's just the plan work.
Make us to see that.
The police, they don't supposed to charge the nurse that kind of charge. They're supposed to charge her murder case. It's a murder case. It's the DPP. It's the DPP
about what's going on. Wait 1 minute. So to clarify that.
Do we not agree that a criminal case will start from the magistrate court?
No, please. A murder case. No
a murder case.
A murder case. A murder case.
A murder
That's
case.
wrong.
Yes.
No magistrate court can treat a murder case.
It's not treat to. It is to start. That's our argument now.
When you say start, it started like how? What do you start in the magistrate court?
I mean,
no, just to remind the accused, just to remind the accused. That is it.
Okay, please, wait, please, wait. Let's put this into clarity. After police investigation, Inside, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes. After police investigation, there are two powers that have power to prosecute in Nigeria, either the police prosecutors or the Ministry of Justice, the DPP. Let us say in the case investigation is sent to the DPP, which they will make their which they will give their legal advices on. Let's say it was a case of murder, where the police investigation were able to prove that somebody gruesomely murdered the other person, which it was convincing to the DPP that was a murder case. So, which court would the DPP arraign such person to?
Can I answer that?
And let's say before then, let's say before then, the person was remanded. Don't forget, when police arrest you for any offense, police have the right to approach a magistrate court while investigating you. Police may demand for 10 more days to keep you. Police may demand for any amount of time to investigate you. While investigating, there are some offense that a magistrate court does not have jurisdiction to bail you, like a murder offense. You cannot be bailed. So you will still be remanded. You'll be going from police station to court, from court to police station. So let's say you were still in police custody and the DPP have the investigation, has the evidence that you murdered a person. So which court will the DPP charge you to? Because already you are remanded, you are within the police custody.
Say, Paparino, the magistrate court do not have jurisdiction over any murder case in Nigeria.
That is what I'm saying now.
So it's going to be the High Court straight off.
Straight.
From
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, how would you take a murder case to a magistrate court to do what?
But usually,
who is going to remand the accused? Who is going to remand?
Let's make something clear. What does remand has to do with trial?
Sir, if they don't remind the accused, the person will still be in the police station.
Wait, get something.
1 minute.
You don't have to be remanded. You can be bailed. You can be coming from home sometime.
No, if before they can bail bail the person, you have to bail from the High Court.
Yeah, that one is not the case. That one is not the case. Yeah, but that one they're not trying you now. But that one is just like maybe it's maybe just to hear you, to hear your plea.
I know, but first, the magistrate have to remind the person.
Wait, we are talking about trial. This one is the case of trial. We're talking about trial. The case of the loss and spending is before the magistrate court for trial, not just for plea or remanding.
How?
First thing first, like I asked Feyiseyo first. First thing first, right? Now you're going to use this nurse case, right? So they charged her for negligence, right? So negligence, how do you see it? Do you see it as a criminal case or a civil case? Let's start from there.
Negligence is a minor offense. You have to get that. And it depends. That's why I'm saying that the DPP was clever enough to have seen that, okay, the offense of this nurse, last time I talked about homicide case, this type of homicide case. In homicide case, we have number one, murder, which is maybe life imprisonment, death penalty. It's a very serious crime, which can give you 20, 30 years imprisonment, right? Depending on how they see it. The second one is manslaughter, negligence, which it also depends. Is it voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter? The court will interpret it. But involuntary manslaughter can take sometimes it can be 1 year imprisonment. For example, the man who killed Michael Jackson, Dr. Murray, he served 2 years and he was out back. That's negligent. Okay, negligent is not necessarily life imprisonment. Negligent can be minor, and the third type of homicide is self-defense. There are 3 types of homicide: either murder, either negligent, or self-defense killing. You can come to my house and I shoot you, I still kill you, right? It's a homicide case, but I can defend it. It doesn't mean because I kill you, I have to go serve life imprisonment. If I can justify it, I go scot-free. So it is either it is self-defense killing, it is either it's negligent killing, or it is murder. And in the murder, there's first degree murder, second degree. It depends again. Sure, you understand?
Okay,
But from what I know, a magistrate court cannot sentence anybody more than 5 years imprisonment. So for a case to be taken to a magistrate court by the DPP, they would have previewed that case, checked that case, and see that, this offense, this court has jurisdiction, can preside over this case. Then they take it there. You cannot have a case of murder as a DPP, all right, and be saying that the next place you want to take it to is a magistrate court. To do what there? It's waste of time now. It can't even happen. The magistrate itself will refer to higher court. It can't even happen. They will tell you don't have the jurisdiction.
Okay, let me ask another question. Now let's say this nurse they are charging now. And
don't forget again, okay, that the other time I said that in the case of this nurse, was this the state high court that bailed her, or the police, or the magistrate court? That there was another wuru there. Go on. Have that in mind while you speak.
Okay, wait. Now, if this nurse was being charged for murder, do you think they are going to go through the process first, which is go through magistrate, then
no way.
They're going to go through
no way the DPP will charge the nurse to magistrate court if it was murder offense. No way. Straight to state high court.
The police.
It's because it's a minor offense. That's why they are going there.
The police give them wrong charge.
We don't mean by wrong charge.
Yes, because there's
Police is the one investigating now. Police will investigate and send to DPP.
But
So that's why they are saying that why police is investigating. If you think police is not doing the right thing, you can approach them as legal team and refer them to more. Hey, I was expecting some sheets to bring out all those areas of forensic so that police will have more information. Because the more information police have with them, then the more the case seems to be more serious. Then the more they can go to maybe more serious courts. But if it's not a serious case, they take it to an unserious court, to a small court. I think we should be on the same chapter because for me, last time I said, even in the last inquest, I wonder why throughout last week, Sanshik didn't take the driver and the doctor and everybody in that house, petition them to the police. Let them go and specify. Some people said they've heard about Mohbad death in the morning. Some people said they heard in the afternoon. Nurse, who did you treat? This person who told you, who told the person that told you, and try to get out something from them so that we can put serious offense on this nurse, maybe a premeditated killing, which is murder. If it is proven that the nurse planned it before coming there to kill Mohbad, that's murder. Murder means you have thought of it before you do it. But negligent means you were coming there to save that person. You didn't plan that the person will die, and by mistake. Or maybe, for example, me and you will see each other in the street. I'm used to hitting you on the neck, we play. But this day, I just hit you there on the neck. And then you had seizure, you died. That's negligent. I'm not going to go, it's not a serious crime. I'm not going to go for that imprisonment or for murder. Okay, though I killed you, it's my action. But the court will have to interpret it. That's why they are the judiciary. They will look at it, the guy did not mean to kill you. It was a normal thing that they were doing before, and it was not even too hard. Okay, but it is the action of that guy that killed you. They may give me 2 years imprisonment or 1.5 years. Okay, it's negligent.
Another example. Now, let's say it's proven or there is a confirmation that being a nurse, they did not confirm that that nurse poured water on Mohbad. Would you still call that negligence, or because she's supposed to know? So would you still put that under negligence?
You're saying if the police have to spot that action, police are the one who enforce the law. They are the DPP. They are the executive or the law enforcement officer who understand the law and who enforces it. So the police investigators, don't forget, DPP is there to defend what police give to them. So when police was writing the offense of the people, the police consider the pouring water as an offense. Because lawyer is only there to defend police investigation. Sure, you get every evidence of the police is what the prosecutor will use to nail down the nurse. So if Wunmi is not arrested by the police and Wunmi is not taken to the court, why would they punish Wunmi for water? Police must still arrest Wunmi and interrogate Wunmi about the water and see whether the water is an offense, then arrest Wunmi and then they will take Wunmi to court. But in this case, they have turned a blind eye, they don't see it as anything.
Okay, wait.
And nobody's making them see it as anything.
Okay, wait again. Now, let's say when she was writing a statement or whatever, the way Baba forgot to mention blood, this lady forgot to talk about water. And now when she went to the inquest, she now mentioned that water. What then happened?
So don't forget that the coroner inquest does not, they're not law enforcement officers. They are under the judiciary. The coroner setup is under the judiciary. No, it's not a trial court, but it's under the judiciary. They only interpret the law. So, and they will listen to everybody. Their major sitting there is to find out the cause of death. So their own, whatever that is said anywhere, they will not use it. It is only what is said in the coroner that coroner will use to create his interim report, which will be used to make death certificate for Mohbad. They are only there to know what killed Mohbad, what caused his death. If they suspect that anybody action, that is a human being, anybody action contributed, they will refer the person to the police to investigate. So they will still refer you to be investigated. Not that they will declare you a suspect. They can't declare a person a suspect. They will just say, check this person. So if some shit is smart enough, even before the coroner does it, he's the one that's supposed to be checkmating those individuals to be seen that police does a good investigation. If police don't do good investigation, you don't have any good case in court. You don't have any good case in court. Like I told you, if I was a lawyer of Mohbad, after that last inquest, or even after every inquest, I would look at the mistake of one person, because whatever they said to the police must not be different. It must be the same thing. Once it differs, the lawyer can use that to petition them that this person lied to you. So police will now use that to interrogate you further and even detain you for any general offense. It is the duty of the police to investigate at all times. But our legal team are not making use of the police here. They are only waiting for the coroner inquest. They are acting like they don't know what police can do. So they are killing the case. They are killing the case. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, but I'm still building up my case. I'm building up my own defense now. So let's continue. So now, if they indeed poured water on Mohbad's body, should that water be found in his lungs?
For this long, after all this embalming, all this time,
yeah, should they find water in his lungs? It
is impossible. Evaporation of the
So would we then say, can we say water was ever poured on him then? Or
how can you prove that water was poured on him? Through testimony, one. Through testimony, if there are cogent testimonies that water was poured on him, it will be admitted. But from the testimony of all of them, it's shown that water was poured. Because they all said it. They all said so.
So wait, I need to get something straight. So because the body has been buried or it's been in the morgue for 2 years, is that a valid reason for not finding water in his lungs?
In fact, one of the biggest, if there's anybody to be held accountable for anything right now, for not having a better result, it is the people who quickly buried Mohbad. Because after that moment, some decomposition might have been activated from that on the ground, and that may not lead to having an accurate result in the autopsy.
Okay. Further question. If anybody want to speak, go on, Lubo. Further question now.
I just want to ask something so that we can check if we have options, like we can also relate. Let's say for instance, you want to look at different angles that you can actually take advantage of in a case, and maybe if the police are not cooperating, you might be looking at probably an alternative, if there is. Now in this case, we have this Administration of Criminal Justice Act, ACJA 2015, and it says that I think section 293 says that the prosecutor can charge suspects in a murder case directly to the High Court. So let's say definitely how you can get the prosecutor or the Attorney General to do their job is probably to petition them that, okay, you guys need to look into this particular suspect. Maybe the police are not doing their job. Maybe they can do, probably charge them directly to the court. Like, don't you see if there's probably an option in that angle?
Let me section 293. Section 293 of the Nigerian. Okay, not Constitution. Act
Yeah.
ACJ Act.
ACJ Act, Administration of Criminal Justice.
Section 293 sub 1 and 294 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 provide that when a magistrate court is satisfied that there is probable cause, a remand order of 14 days could be issued, even though the magistrate court has no jurisdiction to try the offense. Yeah, but this is correct now. This is correct. A person can be bailed or remanded. You can be bailed and you can be remanded. What if you meet up to bail condition? Don't forget, in some other cases, the state high court has discretion in giving bail. And when you are bailed, why would you be remanded when you are bailed?
Paparino, let me ask. Kule is not here yet. I think he's on the phone. So let me ask my own other question. Now, are you telling me that because they already buried Mohbad, that is the reason why they would never? So you're telling me there is no way they will ever get anything from Mohbad because they already buried it?
Yes, I will argue, if I am the opposition, I will argue that the major reason why we did not have accurate result was because Mohbad was already buried. These are the reasons. Reason number one, before Mohbad was buried, there were still fluid in his body. Fluid, we are still being able to, because after rigor mortis, livor mortis, the body will soften back. Okay, fluid will still be taken from the body, and some vessels of blood, some spatters of blood will recover from the body, which could have been used to do toxicology to detect whether any toxins are in the blood or in the system, right? But because the body was buried and for that long time, it wasn't assessed. All the blood has dried. Number one, that's why they argue that the blood has dried. The fact that the body was buried and gravity took place, all the blood were dried, one evidence has been destroyed. One crucial evidence, which shows that if Mohbad was killed from any chemical reaction, drug abuse, it means that evidence has been destroyed. Right?
Okay. Wait, before you go further. So I'll repeat my question. Are you saying ever, even if they take Mohbad's body to America, India, or whatever, because they buried him early, they will never get anything? Or are you saying in Nigeria, if they fly him abroad, they took him to some other country? Let's be clear here. So
now until that is done, right? What we can say here is this: the reason why we cannot find results in this particular case is because the major samples that were needed to conduct some certain tests has been decomposed due to the horrid burials. But that doesn't rule out the fact that cause of death, okay, of that same cause, maybe a medical reaction, that doesn't mean that it cannot be gotten if done elsewhere. But this only means that some evidences were destroyed and we need some people to be punished for that.
No, Paparino, you're still hiding to talk. No, you're still not answering the question.
When I'm telling you what will make us punish those that bury Mohbad, they destroy.
Forget that one. Let's go. This is your educating now. This is education now. Forget those people. I'm asking, let me repeat again. Are you telling me that because they buried Mohbad early, no, because there's somebody in the comment section that is telling me even if you take that body to the end of the world, you will never find the cause of death. So are you telling me that you agree with that person that even if they take Mohbad out of Nigeria, they took Mohbad to some other country, they would never find?
I do not agree with that. That everything is based on, you cannot say never. In technology, you cannot say never. It depends on the technology used, because there are some countries they're going to do multiple scanning. They analyze the brain, the scrolls, like they're going to look at some certain tissues from Mohbad body, which will still give them some certain reactions, which they will use to like guess accurately or a close cause of death. They can still work with the body. We will not rule that out completely, because an X-ray will be conducted. They will check every part of the body.
Thank you.
Because and they will observe all the organs. Those organs some of those organs, when some certain drugs, react with it, the color will change to brown, to green, all of those things. So they will see whether they can observe some certain things. They know about chemicals. But you have to put in so many professionals, pathologists of different kinds, and toxicologists who can, do the working. They can do it, but just into our own jurisdiction.
I was about to give you examples that in countries like America, UK, when they commit murder, sometimes these people, the copy, they destroy the evidence. They cut head off, cut body off, cut leg off, and they go bury them in different places without embalming, right? When police investigate and they go dig out these things, they still find cause of death.
Sometimes, Aaron, sometimes some of those things are political. You understand? Some of those things are just for promotional, just to promote their, like their medical institutions, all of those things. Not all of those things are real. When it comes to practice, not all of those things are real.
When you say not all of those things are real, now on a scale of 10, how many is not real?
1. When I so many times I've been hearing that the oldest.
Read your comment section. A lot of people are disagreeing with you.
It's not about that. I've been hearing this. I follow these documentaries. Like sometimes you hear that the oldest bone was found in Nigeria. Okay, how did they measure the oldest bone? How did they know it's the oldest? Before you take another one against somewhere that no, the oldest human being bone is found in Eastern Africa. Before you know, the oldest human being bone is found here, found there. Like, who is playing who here? They will tell the Neanderthals. The Neanderthals they are talking about that they were generations of some human beings. How do you prove that? Do you believe in all those things? Okay, so do you believe in, if you are believing in those things, right? So it means you believe in evolutionary theory.
Paparino, I believe in science. And
do you believe all life starts from the sea, from water, where fish is before?
Paparino, wait, hold on. I believe in science, and nothing is. Break the silence foundation. I believe, but let me go a little bit away from there. Let me now go to another side again. Do you think that it is possible that Baba and his legal team knows that this criminal case here is a dead end, and they know they're probably going to lose? Then
I have told you from the beginning that.
Wait, let me finish my question.
Wait, as part of the game, yeah.
Let me finish my question. Do you think that they've spoken about it, that what, criminal case we might lose, but then they will now go for civil? After criminal, then they will now go for civil, and that way they might win. And money will
wait. So please. After, nobody can be punished for an offense twice. That's Nigerian law. Once you punish once, that's it. Done.
Is it Nigeria? Is it Nigeria?
It is everywhere. Nobody can be tried twice for the same offense.
OJ Simpson. He lost in the criminal, but wait. He won in the criminal, but he lost in the civil.
Don't forget. No, please get something.
Okay, go on.
OJ Simpson was acquitted in the criminal court. The family were not pleased, right? They took him to the civil court, where he was later convicted. Right? So the thing is this, right? But don't forget, with the offense of this nurse cannot go scot-free. Nurse will be punished. Unless you are telling me that they are playing game that what if the courts acquit that nurse of all charges? Then they will not sue the nurse. Come on now.
Let's look at how this case is going, right? case is, the way I see it, is like everybody walks free. That's how I see it. Now, if the North walks free, I put if the North walks free, now the Baba Mohbad might disagree that what is Ojoro, and the man now want to take it to civil. That way is a win for you.
Stop dreaming. Stop
I'm not dreaming.
There's no way not to walk free. There's no way. Please
Okay.
There's no way. The negligent count on him, on her. One, not even not treating Mohbad in a medical environment. That alone is there's punishment for that. And also administering into Mohbad without checking Mohbad medical history. That's another offense. Okay, please. Let's look at it. She's not going to get away with any of those offenses.
If she gets fined, would you still call
someone
that?
Like spending can get away with the offense.
Wait. If she gets fined, let's say they fine her maybe 10 million or whatever. Would you still call?
She's been punished. She's been punished. In sentence, it can be jail term, it can be community service, it can be fined.
All right. So are you saying that if that happens, that they fine her and she has to pay maybe 10 million or whatever, do you think then Baba Mohbad and his legal team?
It is too late. Sorry.
It is too late.
Not for the same crime. It is too late. It is too late to say sorry. You can't do that again. Somebody is convicted for a crime. You can't try the person for the same crime again in a different court. Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Wait. What if another evidence comes out? Would you then say because they've charged that case, that evidence becomes useless?
You see, that's what I'm saying, that right? The fact that the DPP was able to take this case to a magistrate court for trial, they have underestimated it and seen it as a minor offense. I mean, but it's common now. Most medical, doctors, death, most of it is under negligence. You hardly see their death regarded as murder. That of Michael Jackson, Dr. Murray, who gave Michael Jackson overdose. They asked him, I listened to the convention, they asked him, they said, but you're a physician, you know better. He said, but Michael Jackson was asking for overdose, like he kept asking, and he wanted more of it. They said, but you knew better. The man looked down. He admitted that is he should have restricted Michael Jackson. But anyway, Michael Jackson wanted more. So he was a servant and he was just obeying his master.
Okay.
And the man was given 2 years. He served 2 years.
Wait.
2 years. His license was withdrawn.
Okay, Paparino, wait. So are you telling me there is absolutely nothing that anybody can do that might change the face of this case a little bit when it gets to magistrate court? Like what case scenario? Let's forget about people in the house coming to talk.
Don't forget, when they get to magistrate court right now, let me say we are having spending on the nose there, magistrate court. Baba Mohbad, don't forget Baba and his gang that has been destroying the case. They have the local standing, right, to apply for watching brief, whereby some shit will just be behind, watching brief. Just like maybe while they are prosecuting the nose, right, some shit may raise some certain, points. Fiat cannot be gotten, they can't get fiat, forget about fiat. Can raise some certain points. If the prosecution finds it, reasonable, find it helpful, they may decide to look into those areas, but they have less power in there. It's a prosecutor's case. Okay. So they are just there to watch brief. Another
is a question time today until somebody else is ready to speak. Hope you don't mind. Now,
if anybody wants to interact, you can send requests, come up. Okay, let's interact. We're just trying to look for what we can do. Baba Mohbad has already destroyed this case. Baba and his gangs and his people, they have destroyed this case. They fought everybody who could have helped in this case. Right now, they are the happiest people. Okay, Baba and his gangsters are the happiest people.
Wait, no, Paparino. Yesterday, I was on a platform where Bayo was speaking. And
don't call that drunkard name now. That drunkard still exists.
Wait. So Bayo put the blame on the government, and he gave bare examples. So I'll give you maybe one or two. So one of the examples he gave was that when Baba Mohbad went to the police station or whatever, the police said Baba, they didn't attend to Baba or whatever. Then he said again that why?
No. Please, don't mention second one. Let's deal with the first one. The first one is wrong. Bayo is very wrong. Okay, Bayo or whoever has to understand that Baba Mohbad said it by himself that he asked for a police report when he got there, and the police responded to them correctly. Where are you guys bringing this body from? There's a police station close to there that has jurisdiction to give you guys such reports. Somebody cannot die in Nigeria, in Abuja, in Lagos, and you take the body to Abuja to be looking for police reports there. There's jurisdiction when it comes to policing. They will refer you back to the police that is in that jurisdiction. They are the one that will put it in record there, not the police that is farther away. So referring them to go get Adibide came there to report a crime that would have been treated. Now, does police have any reasonable cause to say Mohbad's death was a crime? I don't think so. Adibide, it was Mohbad's friend or some random people that brought Mohbad into a random police station. Police will ask, who are you to him? I'm his friend. Who are you to him? Oh, I just saw him on the way and we brought him here. Police will take charge. But police was able to confirm that a dead body was there with his father, with his mother, with the wife, with the brothers, with the sisters. All of them were there. Okay? And they asked what happened. And they did not make the police with the explanation. It doesn't seem criminally. Right? And there is nowhere where it's mandated in Nigerian Constitution or Police Act that every dead body must be investigated before burial. Benjamin Hundeyin last time said to the phrase that, in fact, some families, like Muslim families, will say once somebody is dead, they don't want investigation. They want to quickly bury the person. Sometimes they even want to conduct an autopsy for investigation. They don't want. And they say the culture of this country allows that to be. So, are we going to be saying we want a sacrosanct law? We want a strong whereby whenever any dead body is seen anywhere, before burial, it must be investigated. We don't have such law. So, we shouldn't be demanding for what we don't have. If there was such law anywhere, that anybody who dies must be investigated criminally before being buried or before being deposited in the morgue, you can hold the police for that. But we don't have such law.
Okay. Let me ask another question.
Now, you mean the law we have in Lagos State, Section 14, Lagos State Criminal Law, it says any dead body who dies in such a mysterious circumstances, like died in an accident, died in the house, in a non-hospital environment, right? Such body has to be reported to the coroner, where its cause of death has to be established. Any attempt to bury such body, right, is an offense. In fact, it may lead to 14 years imprisonment. And that's why I'm saying that Baba Mohbad committed that offense.
What about the people that did not give him the distance?
So the case,
if Baba Mohbad commit the offense,
be reported to the police.
Those people that hide the police,
right? But saying that you want to blame the police for referring them to go get a report on another police station. Police did not do wrong there. If you say why did police not suspect the dead, the police have discretion when it comes to crime. They are the only one that have the constitutional power to tell what a crime is and to make a person a suspect. Not you, not me.
Okay,
go
wait.
Up, come down. Not even the court. It is a police duty.
Wait, Paparino, now, if you become, let's say you happen to become Minister of Health, or if you have the power, right? Looking at this case and the mistakes that happened in this, because I'll call this thing that happened here to Mohbad, the hasty burial and all of that, I'll call it a mistake, or should I say ignorance or whatever. Now, when they got to the morgue and they told them they wanted to deposit it.
They call is in his phone. Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. The person that should be arrested, yes, Baba Mohbad, for a quick burial, because Baba falls short of Section 24 and 48 of Lagos State Criminal Law. You cannot embalm a body, You cannot break any part of that body's body without reporting to the coroner. So did they inform the coroner? Informing, they only went to the police to seek for a police report, not to report the case as a criminal case.
No, Paparino, you still not getting me. Now, all I'm saying is, you see when Papa Mohbad got to the morgue now, right? Let's say the police told him go back to a police station close to you, but now he's
close to Mohbad house. Close to
Mohbad's house. Yeah, let's say he didn't do that. That's on one side. Now he's gone to the morgue now. He wanted to deposit the body, and they said to him, "I'm not going to take this body because you don't have a medical report." My question to you now is, do you think it would have been fair if they took the body from him and told him go and get a report, rather than send him away? That no, we're not accepting the body, take the body away.
If they want to do so, it is under their discretion. Don't forget, by law, there's a law in Nigerian Constitution that they call citizen arrest. Okay, I don't even have to do. Nobody, only the police have the right to arrest you. But there's what they call citizen arrest, whereby another citizen can suspect that a crime has been committed and decide to hold somebody down pending while the police arrives. So if they want to do that, if it was safe for them to do that, they can do that. But that is under their own discretion. The right thing for them is to inform the police. But that's still a discretion.
I don't know if Richie want to talk, but I've got something else to say, but I'll let Richie speak.
But Baba should be punished. Baba shouldn't be let go for the quick burial, because Baba even said that the only person that begged him that night that let autopsy be done is Darusha. That Darusha begged him that, Baba, let's know what killed this guy. Baba said, rather, Ojabari bin Wole. Okay? That Mohbad is dead, Ojabari bin Wole. And Mohbad is, Okuofo. It's a young death. So they have to discard the body. So that was another negligence on that side. So they should be questioned, because for me, I think this man was pressured to bury Mohbad. And when he got arrested, this man may even be enjoying privilege of the fact that he's not exposing some people. I'm telling you.
Not even another thing in the day for
Mohbad is enjoying some certain privilege today. Because probably he's not exposing some
people. You that put dead on this
family.
On this my comment.
In fact,
yeah.
If not mistake, you are pardon. If it's not mistake, now so relative.
You said that the police are not.
Because I not call you
okay,
for
maybe it's in Nigerian context.
You have never given me
because for bringing the body to the police station, right? The first thing the police should have done is a due diligence process. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant whether it's the jurisdiction or not. Coming to the police station should trigger the police third sense.
Thank you, Jared.
Right? Who are you and where is the body? All those things, information should have been collected there and there. You don't wait for Baba Mohbad to say.
Rachel, let's break it down the emotional, please.
I'm not emotional.
Look at the place. Let's say you are a policeman and a dead body is brought to your police station by some random individuals who were walking on the streets. They were walking by on the street, and they decided to bring that body to your police station, right? And you find that body. What questions you're going to be asking them?
Good question.
Let's even say they came there. They said, we want to get police report to go deposit this body in the morgue. What would you be asking them?
I will ask them question. How do you find the body? Where? What's your name?
Let us say they find it on the streets. Next question. Ask me the question.
I'll be very suspicious of you.
Go on, ask the question now. Don't just.
I will ask you where you guys going?
Along the street. They name the street. Maybe Adaiba Street.
Yeah, and what's the cause of the body and all that?
This is how we found the body, and we brought it here.
And if you're not related to that body, right, I will detain you for further questioning.
Okay.
While I arrange the body to be deposited in morgue, but I will hold you down for further questioning.
Thank you very much. That's good. Let's say now the family member, the father, the mother, the wife, the sister, the PA, they all brought a body, and they said they were on their way taking this body to the morgue, but they feel like maybe a police may stop them. That they have gone to the hospital okay, that their son was injected by a nurse at home. They have gone to the hospital and he has been pronounced dead, all right? And they need a medical report to take him to the hospital. Now your questions.
The due diligence of the police is show me the hospital report.
Okay, they don't have a hospital report.
Yes, and then that will actually bring me more high suspicious circumstances. I'll tell the body what's the age of the guy. You guys, I'll detain you for further questioning.
That's a point. That's a good point right there.
Thank you.
So, but again, how about them saying they've taken the body to the police station and an ambulance? In fact, according to Mohbad, he said another doctor checked Mohbad in the house. You know, that is the doctor that came with the ambulance or whoever, the paramedics or whoever that came with the ambulance. They said check Mohbad. But anyway, the question you asked was a very good one. Where is the medical reports? So that would have helped the police now to either take that body back to any nearest hospital to confirm whether Mohbad was truly dead.
Thank you. For not providing me a single note.
Again, but then
observation from the hospital.
Yeah, but then coming to ask for again, you have to know what police act says. Whatever you want to use to punish police. No, you have to get it. That was a good question. But if you use anything to punish the police, you must have shown that the police have neglected some of their laws. You know, some things that some of their duty that they have been misconducted. You have to prove them that they have misconducted by their law, that they violated this law. This law says this is how they should attend to things. But don't forget, it was a policeman coming out on the free show saying that some families in Nigeria.
I remember you said that statement.
Exactly. Some family in Nigeria do not want their dead bodies investigated. They say they are religious.
I don't want to believe that.
That is what the man said. Let me play it. Should I play it?
I know you said that. It's not that I don't trust you.
Benjamin Hundeyin, I'm quoting him. Benjamin Hundeyin says so. So that's why I said that what we should do, we should see whether this is how things are done in our own country. What we are doing here, we are seated here and bringing, importing European law and how things are done there. We are very cultured here. And we have strong Islamism. Look at right now, look at what's happening in Kano State, right? Where a state is implementing a certain law that doesn't correspond with ECOWAS law. And ECOWAS is calling them out to repeal that law because it violates human rights. But they don't see that way. What would you do? These are people that have their practice Sharia. They want to go bury their parents, they don't want investigation, they don't want to autopsy. Their Allah, their God doesn't want it. What are they going to do about it? If they have that constitutional backup to practice their religion and to practice their law to the fullest, you don't want to take that from them to the police. It's a constitutional right.
Yeah, this is it, right? I want to believe that most of Nigerian constitution is a mirror to UK constitution, Paparino, right? And the duty of the police. Yeah, you look at the time of the day. This is how the police works. You bring in a body, you say you wanted a report. The first thing, where's the medical report? Do you have even just BID certification from the hospital?
Yeah, that's the point. You made a very strong point. Medical report. Police was supposed to demand for the medical report that was used.
And then you determine those people that.
But okay, Richie, look at it this way, right? Now that all these areas are spotted, police is instead going ahead with prosecuting 2 people. Why is the son not making sure that people who withheld that certificate are punished? That's something that they are only working towards a systematic result. They are just here to make sure nurse is arrested and case closed. of conspiracy. You all intentionally mentioned this time, even when it was wrong, and use that particular driver and also the doctor who has talked about livor mortis, that Mohbad was already on the stage form of death, which cannot be achieved unless that body has been dead for at least 3, 4, 12 hours ago.
And how do you map that to the North story?
Exactly. So use that to counter these people's argument, and that may either put all of them a problem. Yeah. But everybody's playing along. We are here shouting. My own is my money, the money we paid. I said from day one, if just Mohbad is destroyed, there are 2 people to hold responsible. Okay? First, the police didn't do much job, and secondly, the family that we paid money into their hands, so they can do more investigation and they can fight very hard for us to get just. They didn't do what they're supposed to do. They embezzled our money. So Baba should be arrested for that. One, for the embezzlement of public funds for its misappropriation, and also for playing public intelligence. I mean, people should be forgiven for this nasty thing he did to the public. Yeah, this is a useless family. You know.
Like your family.
They just came here to take our money. Look at Gurexi, look at Buki Jason. That's stupid. She's finally run away. They've destroyed everything. They must be happy. I'm telling you, the most happiest person right now is Comfy. Oh, Comfy. Can we drink wine right now? Comfy, how far now? Let's celebrate this wine, this victory. You guys have got the victory. Victory. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now dragging will stop now. All the reason why they were dragging everybody is so that we will not get justice. Now that the case has reduced to this point, I think now they will be very, very happy. There will be massive celebration. But I know they'll be pretending. They'll be acting as if they are not happy. But I know deep down in their head, they are very happy. Thank God. Thank God Mohbad didn't get justice. I'm sure. I'm telling you guys.
Paparino, you're funny. Me, I like to hear what 8070 and GB will be saying now. Because everywhere has been quiet today. Like, because they said they were celebrating on your platform today. Okay.
They are making them to celebrate now. They are making them to believe that now they are waiting, they are praying, okay? They are saying they should pray, that the magistrate will come and perform miracle. God will do it. It will happen. Everybody should know this. When you look at every report that has been given to the magistrate, the coroner must come out with a cause of death. Not inconclusive. That's why they listen to everybody. So that they can do the certificate for Mohbad and can now release his body for him to be buried officially. What don't you guys understand? And whatever cause of death is kept there, will be with the law enforcement agency or even with the DPP. So they will use that even as an evidence.
Paparino, so are you saying, don't be honest, I need your honesty and I want everybody to be honest here. Let's forget that Baba Mohbad has messed up or whatever. I just want everybody to be honest with their conscience here. Tell your truth. Do you think Baba and his Lego team performed woefully or they got played by the government?
No.
Just be honest.
Baba and his Lego team, they perform woefully. They are so bad. Not just bad. We should be using words like stupid, like criminals, like embezzlers, like players. They played everybody. Because we put things that they have to do to their face. They hear it, but they don't do it. We say it to them, they hear it, but they don't do it. You think they're not listening to me and they think they're not hearing us. They are chilling. They are hearing us, they are chilling.
For me, I don't know how this the corona operates. But from what I can see is the little I've heard from the legal representative is not forthcoming with me. There wasn't any question, or maybe they're waiting for the court sittings. I don't know.
Sorry, guys, I want to ask. Who remember the court hearing, the trial of the nurse and spending, the 2 people that that DPP has taken to court? Anybody remember the trial date? Go on, Richard.
No, I'm just answering this sniper back. The honest opinion from my view is the legal team, they haven't done anything. And like you rightly said before, everybody on the legal team from Joe Bad, they're very suspicious for me.
They play the public.
Yeah, exactly.
I will even tell them what to do. They turn a blind. They will tell you this is not important, that is not important. Even look at what Bukky just sent to Baba Mohbad. Let's say even if that was your Nori, why didn't they act? Because they're passive. They're not used to acting to anything. Even if you take the real evidence to them,
for me, Paparino, she's coming out as a damage control. Because these are the things that should be automatically.
It doesn't matter. The behavior of the body language of Obama towards that evidence says it. That shows that even if it was a bigger evidence, they would not still have using it. Sure, you understand? Oh my God, how come I win?
Can I ask you a question? Not so related, but somehow.
Yes.
Actually, I don't want to ask the Texan. Let me ask Paparino. Why would Chairman write a petition on behalf of a foundation that have not been fully registered? FCC. Isn't that the same thing we were accusing African TV of doing? Are they not similar? Don't they have to have the
is the foundation ready now or not?
Before you can operate as a foundation.
But don't forget, the money they were owing, they have paid it to. They have paid it. The money is going. Hey, Rotems, yeah, let's bring Rotems.
What did they ask you? Don't play us become a
I will come to that. What's going on? Where's my line?
It's still not ready. It's not fully registered.
Wait now.
The money has been paid. Thank you for your.
You see what I say? It's good to choose peace. It's good to choose peace.
But sometimes you need to put small foot to where they do that piece.
No, it's good as you brought it up yesterday. If you didn't bring it up, it concern me. There are so many issues that go on the ground that me, I act like I don't know. If it doesn't come out, what concerns me? So, but I mean, no place now, big boy now. A big boy, you know, you just want disturb on a small.
No, so how far is J for him? Is he over now?
The system, the question you asked, whether a fake foundation was used to petition for accountability.
No, I didn't say fake. Unregistered. Unregistered foundation.
Whatever that is.
You can terminate, but I am saying unregistered foundation or not fully registered.
Come on, can't defend yourself.
Used to petition to EFC. How is that?
Oh my God.
How does does it all go well? It's the same thing we accuse African TV of doing. Isn't it similar?
I can't tell.
It depends on when it was registered.
How are you sure it's not registered? How are you sure it's not registered?
When was the petition raised?
You want to put choke mouth?
You can browse it and show us now. Browse it.
Paparino is tired.
It's not tired.
Let me end the live and come back later. I'm tired, truly.
It's not tired.
I'm tired, guys. I'm gonna come back later. Let me go relax. Later, see you guys.
Paparino, you ran away from question they were asking you. If it's Baba Mohbad now, matter now, you will not get tired because of Pierce and what's the name of that your guy? That one will be like tortoise. Otumba. Run away. They ask you question.
Kí wá ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe kà tí wọ́n ṣe bí? Kí ló dé tí wọ́n sábò sí? ògo wo lẹ̀ ń wá kákólé di wèrè wo lẹ̀ ń wá.
Madam, carry your this thing good as well. They ask you simple question and they run away. You the jackpot.
For the people where they look for real justice and they must deal with Baba. I can't fight that Baba Kosa. Sometimes some people still need this justice for Mohbad. I know say they no be anti-justice, they be real justice. If they abuse Baba, I fit abuse them back. Say they don't support the abuse that Baba. She on a close.
Oh, person privately. They will say privately, hello, say. Hello, say, ṣùgbọ́n kan ni mo lè sí lóru. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá sí lóru bó bá kọlá wípé ìyà tí àwọn ènìyàn jẹ, omijé ojú mi pé mo dúró pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gba owó lọ́tùn lósì.
What do you want to use the very at it?
Tó yẹ pé ẹ̀ kì í gbá àwọn èèyàn ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ bí kẹ́ máa send account number.
Madam, beg me meet you there. Voilà. I beg I dey look for who dey line o. Arifa don come outside. But don't Don't reach him about the no. Watch his life.
Amen. When I got there, I didn't see such the doctor. I'm like, is he not going to come today? I was still agitating. Somebody came and introduced himself to me and said, I'm so and so from so and so. Okay now. And I said, she Dr. Shitu only one. He said he's outside. I just saw him and I saw the pathologist. And Dr. Shitu smiled. And then he won't manage to mention you.
Wait, let's come back up.